Yodi ho ho ho, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. Behind me I have a beautiful, compact, rear living fifth wheel. This is the 2024 Cedar Creek Experience 2925 RL. Now that Experience is going to be a little bit different than the kind of the main Cedar Creek line, where they cut out some of the fat, cut out some of the price, but still give you the exact same Cedar Creek quality with the construction. The things that they're going to change in this, you'll notice the island's going to be a little bit different, and you don't have frameless windows, you have the framed in windows. You know, little things like that that you might not care about. You know, a touch screen for the control panel, whoop-de-doo. You know, so if you're looking for a very high-end built unit that trims down again on some of that, you know, stuff that you might deem unnecessary, you don't want to pay that premium for, you got that option. So I'm really grateful that Cedar Creek does something like this, because they truly are a very wonderful brand. But all the specifications, length, height, tank size, awning size, you'll find down in the description, along with a link for the pricing if this is something that you are, you know, kind of intrigued by and want a little bit more info. If you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. Help me reach my goal of 75,000 here in 2024. That would be just awesome. It's kind of lofty. And at the very least, if you could, drop a comment, say hello, tell me your thoughts, because you have no idea how much that really kind of pushes things for me. But again, it's the 2024 Cedar Creek Experience 2925 RL. This is going to be a classic rear living setup in an absolutely beautiful package. You're going to get two slides back here, both of which I would consider in that super slide status. You're going to have kind of your, you know, your fridge and cooking entertainment slide, and then you flip it around and you're going to get, you know, your seating slide where you're going to be playing some cards, you know, hopefully some euchre if you got some good taste. But you also got your theater seating, you know, powered theater seating, by the way, super comfortable. And then in the back, a rear living classic, you got the couch that pulls out to make a bed. But I guess I'll just start, I'll start with this island. So the island's going to be a little bit different than the Cedar Creek. You notice it's a little bit more boxy. It doesn't have that little cutout down below. But again, it's not something that I think you would ever really notice unless someone really pointed it out. So you're saving money there. You still get that solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I also love the two-tone look to it. I think it really breaks it up. You know, a lot of campers are either going, you know, light and bright or too dark. And notice how there's the dark trim work, but then the light cabinets. And this is kind of a combo, you know, in between, but it's pretty darn snazzy. Big fan of what they're doing here. You got the stainless steel farm-style bowl. You also got the little drying doodad right there. And you have a faucet that you can whoosh, 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 hit those dishes from all angles. Here underneath, I mean, check that out. Doesn't get much better than that. You get access to your plumbing, clean-cut storage, soft closed drawers right there. And then you get four more over here that are all going to be, you know, just like that. So that's going to be your island right there. A lot of good value, a lot of good extra countertop space, you know, that you can use for prepping, cooking, you know, doing what you want. Moving on over to your seating slide, 6'10" height. So big windows, all of which are going to be tinted. These are going to be the framed windows, not the frameless. So again, something that you're going to be saving money on that you're probably never really going to notice. You do have a table right here that doesn't have, you know, any knee knockers right there. You got an ottoman on this side, two chairs on that side, and a little hidden storage, you know, right here for, you know, all your different utensils. Now, being a Cedar Creek, you are going to get the composite slide floors. If you're not familiar with that, most RVs, even Cedar Creeks in the earlier editions of the 23s, had the plywood flooring. Now, this is going to be composite. What that means to you, if you're not overly familiar, if you ever have a leak, it's less wood to kind of, you know, have an issue with. It's a composite material, so it also is a little bit lighter inherently as well. So the windows, they open up. You got right here, you got the old nightshade, the Dracula shade. Keep some nosy eyes out, stop the old skin from sizzling. Keep the longevity up of the furniture without the sun beating down on it. I like how you got the power theater seating, and they are one of my favorite styles right here. But they are super comfortable. You can kick back, relax. I need a nap. But man, it's right across from your viewing center where you see you got a Furrion fireplace, 30-incher, which will heat up the entirety, you know, of this room. Absolutely no problem. It'll probably roast you out. You know, like this morning it was like 50. I had the fireplace on for about 2 minutes, turned it off because I was just sweating. That TV right there, it is on a swivel. It's the Insignia, but it's also got the hidden Murphy pantry there below. So you got a little safety latch down here that you unhook. and then it opens this up into all this great storage. So whether you want to put board games or, you know, blankets, stowaway items, you know, things like that, it's away. It's not in the open. You can kind of put some stuff that you want tucked away that maybe you don't access every day. And then I know my wife would be, you know, packing a bunch of books in there. My kids would have probably all their video game stuff and whatnot. Flip it around. You got your trifold sofa, so that'll pull out to make a queen. It'll go to right about right here, so you still have enough squeak-through room on the island. You're also going to get some outlets to charge up your devices, but you're going to get 3 windows with the one on the right being an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. You also have some really tall storage up here. You know, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm reaching my hands up. You know, I can reach it okay, but getting up into there, you might need a little bit of help. So definitely I would say, you know, maybe like a comforter, couch blanket, you know, stuff like that. Stuff you're not going to be, you know, getting out, you know, all the time necessarily. 2 ACs in this unit. So you got a 15K. You see one side's open, one side's not. I got just to show you the dump valve, but this is going to run through an H track. So it's basically going to come down, bada bing, bada boom, and evenly distribute that air for you. That little round puck right there is also going to be your Bluetooth, you know, your radio. So you can get this thing absolutely bumping. Moving back along over to your entertainment and cooking slide, you see here they break up the monotony of the colors. You got the white solid surface over here, and then you got the black top, you know, over here, just looking super, super sharp. I like the way that is. You also got the Furrion oven with the 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings and enough room to be dangerous down there in an oven. You also have the same storage, both left, you know, and right as well. Nope, I'm sorry, I misspoke. This one is going to be a garbage can, but the top drawer is the same. Place where you can put your paper towels and maybe like a little spice rack. I do the cooking in my family, so I'd put, you know, all my different seasonings there. You also have a couple outlets, so if you wanted to drop in, you know, coffee maker, you know, blender, margaritas, get it going. You got it happening right there, got it popping. Hands-free, it's on that strut system there, so a little bit of an upgraded compared to the rest of the market. And then you also get your Mac Daddy 12-volt refrigerator. This is going to be the Furrion, one of the largest 12 volts that I've ever seen. I would say it's the largest 12-volt, but I don't know enough about the refrigerators to really say that, but I would say it's certainly, you know, tied for it. Because, I mean, look at this. This is your refrigerator section. I mean, this is as big, if not bigger, than the one inside of my home. And we have 4 kids to store food for. And, you know, that works for a week for us. So certainly, I'd imagine on a couples camper, you know, you're good to go. But pack yourself up some burger meat, some cheddar brats, have some good time. Nice little pantry action with the left side being a hair deeper. So this is going to go back, you know, with the tippy tips out to about elbow deep. So you get some really good depth in there for your dry food. And then you got another little place where you can have, you know, maybe like a junk drawer and then put, you know, whatever it is, whatever else. I got my cell phone charging for the next video right here. Plugged into the mini USB-C, but you also have a mini or a little USB as well as a regular outlet there too. But let me know what you guys think. The Cedar Creek Experience is relatively new. There are not too many of them are out there, but the construction on it is great. Like I said, they trimmed down the fat. The control panel here, as you can see, is not the Myra app, the touchscreen, but goodness knows how much those things cost, and now you're saving that additional money. You know, those things might be 800 bucks or so. Do you need that for a touchscreen, or is it okay just holding a light switch and doing that? I mean, my house doesn't have touchscreens. You know, why would my RV need it? Right here, you got the solar amp charge controller, so you can see what the 200-watt solar panel on top is doing in terms of, you know, charging up your battery. And then you have your RV Comfort .ZC. This is going to be basically your thermostat. And this is the control for your fan. You also have a max air fan up on the ceiling, you know, above the oven there, so that way you can suck out some of the steam or stink. And that is located right here. Fuse box over to your left, and you got 2 stairs heading up into the front with a grab handle. And I thought this was pretty cool. They got a calendar right here, which you can do a dry erase marker. I just think that's pretty neat. I think more manufacturers need to do stuff like that. It's the little things that show, you know, that you care. You're here into the bathroom. Nice and big for the shower. Love that. Tri-Glide glass series, so it helps you get in and out. You also have a porcelain throne with enough room to sit down, and accent lighting with a porcelain bowl here as well. Now they went with the hard wrap plastic here in the bedroom. But let me turn this around here. You know, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and now I'm standing inside the shower, and you can see it. You know, I am in here just fine. And you also got this. I mean, this is just pretty darn incredible. Every single time I go in one of these, I always think just how nice that would be. And then for slide height, you know, you're 6'5" or so into the ceiling here, and then probably like 6'8" up into the actual sunroof itself. Well, I got the camera flipped around. Let's go ahead and sit on the toilet. See, I'm moving. Plenty of room. A couple of those drawers in there too. Flip this around. That's what the bowl is looking like. Access to your plumbing and the storage. And then you also get bowling gun. It always cracks me up where they put these tire pressure monitoring stickers. But basically, tire pressure monitoring system, if you're not overly familiar with it, it is you know, basically a way that you can tell if your tire's going to blow out or not. Keep you a little safer, whether it's too hot, overinflated, underinflated. Let me adjust the camera here. Still getting used to this darn thing. Big old bed. You also got a pretty cool looking little headboard back there, along with all the plugins you could possibly need. You know, if you're doing like a CPAP or something like that. Good storage underneath. You have a dresser with 4 drawers as well. Just enough space to put, you know, all your boxers and socks and all that good stuff. Little hidden action right there. Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You get yourself out in a hurry, and then you got a wall heater. So between that and the fireplace, it'll be enough, really enough heat on a pretty chilly day before you even have to break into your propane. You also got the Insignia TV that's on just a little bit of a slant, so that way you can, you know, watch a little bit easier. You know, when you're inside the bed, you know, watching a movie. Really nice size closet. And it does have the ability for a washer and dryer. And to do that, you're basically going to remove this area right here because it sits back. It's storage now if you don't need it. But there's a good picture of what that looks like for the side-by-side. Pretty darn cool. But there are your plug-ins, and then there are your, there's your connections, and there are your plug-ins. But I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of the store. Again, this is the 2024 Cedar Creek Experience 2925 RL. Again, let me know your thoughts. But now let's head around on the outside and show you what she's all about out there, where everything is located. Probably wrap this up in another, let me flip this around, in another minute or two. Those specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, and the link for the price down in the description. But when you come out, I like the fact that the exterior is pretty darn neutral, but the front cap is a little bit more aggressive with that kind of that little dark horseshoe right there. You also have the LED lights that go all up and around, which at night those shine up like justice. That way you can see what's going on if you're going to connect over to your Rhino box. And this is a little bit why you get that extra space. That Rhino box creates 15% more closet space because the way it works with your frame. Pretty good storage there up front. It looks like you're going to get the 6-point hydraulic auto leveling on this thing. Let's see on the back. Is there 6? Yeah, there sure is. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. You also got a leash latch for your furry friend. I believe this is propane. Yeah, propane. LP quick connect there up underneath if you want to do, you know, a little bit of grilling. A spray port for some outside water access. And then the pass-through storage is locked. Bummer. Let me see if I got a, let me see if the key that they, boom. So right there, there's going to be your pass-through storage, really spacious. They also put the linoleum. And then over here to the right, you're going to see it's got these little holes right there. That's so you can plug in, you know, like a basket or something like that. You also got the old huck bolt action on your aluminum frame. And then a little maintenance hatch right through there. These are the kind of steps that flip up into the doorway. You're also going to get a screen door, and you have slide toppers on this one in particular. Dual axle with the road armor suspension. A little bit more comfortable drive. And again, you do have the tire pressure monitoring system and ABS, so your auto braking system. Spare tire right under there. And then heading out the back, you are prepped. So instead of having it, you are prepped for a rear observation camera, so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. I just prepped for the Furrion observation, but basically you get a 4.5-inch screen and a one-way mic there. You have a hitch right back here, so that way you can plug in, you know, maybe like a bike rack or something of that nature. And then you also get the Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so you can check your seals, you know, check your slides, make sure all your maintenance is on the up and up. But also, again, this is aluminum in the roof, which is definitely rare. Usually it's, you know, wood, you know, 6-inch wood or whatever it might be. That is all aluminum, so that is definitely going to be something that costs a little bit more money, but it's going to be a longevity feature there. Sewer outlet connection, and then a little hose right there also for the old stinky slinky. This is going to be your docking station. So you see you have your hydraulics. So your main, your opposite side, and then your bed side. So basically, if you just want to open up the bed slide when you're sleeping, you turn off the other ones, and then you can pop it open. You also have a control for your front cap lights, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and then all your bypass valves and your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. You have battery back behind that. You can tell from that little slit there, and then the control for your auto level. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Cedar Creek Experience 2925RL. Have a great day. See ya.